Okay, here we go. This video is for H. Mr. H, I'm going to show you in about 3 sentences on 3 documents how the eviction in Jersey was illegal. And these and other examples show that the judge who ruled in my case, Judge Fast, is corrupt. This is not rocket science. It's really easy to understand. So let's change the camera view and look at a brief overview to orient you. Okay. These are the documents that we're going to look at. The December 12, 2007 letter from Judge Falcone to me. Judge Falcone is a municipal court judge in North Bergen. So that's municipal court judge from North Bergen, Nino Falcone. He wrote me a threatening letter on December 12, 2007. I go into criminal court in Jersey City, and on January 18, 2008, I got a no contact order in criminal court. I'll get some of these other details later, wherein guess who was in the courtroom with me? Debbie Simon at the Hudson County prosecutor's office. We'll get to Debbie Simon in a minute. So December 12, 2007, municipal court judge from North Bergen, Nino Falcone, is hired by my landlords. He sends, and we've already been through at least 3 frivolous evictions. We're going into frivolous eviction number 4. My landlords lost against me in small claims court in October of 2007. So December 12, 2007, Judge Nino Falcone mails me a threatening letter. January 18, 2008, I go into criminal court in Jersey City and I get a no contact order from a criminal court judge. About 10 days later, Nino Falcone sends me a notice. This notice, this January 28, 2008 notice, is illegal. Okay, this is a notice that's going to be starting an eviction proceeding. Okay, this notice is illegal because it was mailed to me, was given to me in violation of this no contact order. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 documents we're going to look at, about 3 sentences on these 3 documents. And what this is telling you is that ultimately, in the 4th frivolous eviction, okay, step 1, the notice requirement was illegal. So there's no eviction in Jersey City. When Jersey City Medical Center stated in September and October of 2008 that they were helping me through an eviction, no, they weren't. From step 1, there was no eviction. From the first step to the last step, there was no eviction. So we're going to get to that in just a minute, but I want to show you the overview. So we're going to look at the December 12, 2007 letter. Let's look at that now. Okay, this is the letter that Judge Falcone mailed to me, wherein he threatens me. Let's look at this letter, okay? And all you really need to see is the part that's underlined here. So let me make that really big. Oops, go down a little bit. Okay, now, this is what Nino Falcone says. First, let me give you the overall gestalt, right? Nino Falcone is mailing me this letter. I have the postmarked envelopes. The Hudson County prosecutor's office had this postmarked envelope. This is the December 12th. The Hudson County prosecutor's office had this. Nino Falcone, Lawrence Sindoni, my attorney, had this. The police had this. Everybody had this letter. Okay, this is a letter that Nino Falcone is mailing to me on December 12th, 2007. And he says, here comes the threat, in particular, you should be very concerned about the reference to me as a dishonest attorney, for it is a slanderous and libelous statement that is going to cost you. Okay? What is it going to cost me, Mr. Falcone? Time, money, energy, my life. Ultimately, Nino Falcone, angry and frustrated that he lost against me, will lie to a hospital and make good on this threats. Okay? So this is the letter that Nino Falcone sent me, and it's posted on my blog site, but there it is. Okay, now, North Bergen Municipal Court Judge Nino Falcone, paid by my landlords, threatened me. And that's how the propaganda works. See? A judge mailed me a threatening letter. I did not mail a threatening letter to a judge. Okay? And we should be able to see that pretty good. Let me go down a little. Okay, that's the letter. Everybody has card copies of this. This is Nino Falcone's letter. Okay. I got the postmarked envelope. There we go. Nino Falcone. This is his office in North Bergen. There you go. He also happens to be the municipal court judge in North Bergen, where my landlords live. Okay, so now we'll bring this down a little bit. Okay, he mails this to me. I can read you the whole letter if you want, but basically he's mailing me a check back where I had deducted some money that the landlords owed me. So that's the threat, and you see how the propaganda works, right? A judge mailed me a threatening letter. And when I go, and now I want you to look at this for a second, okay? He mails me this threatening letter here on December 12, 2007. I go into criminal court and I get a no contact order. Judge Nino Falcone, municipal court judge Nino Falcone, completely ignores this no contact order in criminal court. And this happened in Jersey City. Debbie Simon was there on this date when this happened. This January 28th notice, this is what? Not even a 10-day cooling off period, okay? So Nino Falcone spit in the face, figuratively, metaphorically, not literally, and spit in the face of a criminal court judge's no contact order. He treats the court system with contempt because Nino Falcone, you pay him money, he commits crimes for you, okay? So this is the letter where he threatens me. We looked at that. Here's the no contact order from criminal court. Now, when we're going through, let's look at the no contact order. This is happening on January 18th, 2008. Here's the no contact order. And let's get that pretty large. As we're going through the trial, this is happening in January, February, March 2008, and then we go into, here's the no contact order. There you go. This is the no contact order. No contact order, okay? A written no contact order. And this is happening on, there's the judge, and the date on this is January 18th, 2008. So I have a written no contact order signed by a criminal court judge, January 18th, 2008. Now, when the judge issues a no contact order, that doesn't mean that you completely ignore it and continue on the railroad train with the frivolous evictions. That means you wait. And this is happening in Jersey City right here. That means probable cause is found, right? I have a reason. Lydia Radin right here went and made a complaint. That means you don't just proceed as if nothing happened. You wait until this is resolved before you continue on the railroad train with the illegal eviction. Now, this is Judge Fast's ruling. This is a ruling that Judge Fast made on September 3rd, 2008. So let's get the timeline down, okay? December 12th, 2007, I get mailed a threatening letter. January 18th, 2008, I get a no contact order from a criminal court judge. That means that the notice that Judge Falcone sent me on January 28th, 2008 was illegal. So the start of this eviction that we're going into, this frivolous eviction that's taking place in summer of 2008, is illegal. Even though Judge Fast ruled against me on September 3rd, 2008, step one was illegal. Now, January, February, March of 2008, I'm talking to Tracy McQuaide at the Hudson County prosecutor's office. And we'll get to what she says. She does nothing to help me. And so now we're in summer of 2008. We're at the landlord-tenant trial. Judge Fast rules against me, but it doesn't matter because after September 3rd, 2008, the landlords cashed my rent payments. So there is no eviction. So Judge Falcone, angry and frustrated, acted on his threats on Tuesday, September 30th, 2008, when he lied to Jersey Ctiy Medical Center. And he lied again. He made good on his threats when he claimed, and this is reflected in my Jersey Ctiy Medical Center records, which are wholesale fraud, October 1st, 2008, patient, she's being evicted today. No, I'm not. The landlords cashed my rent payments almost a week before. I was in court in front of Judge Fast, and the landlord's attorneys were there. So there was no eviction because even after this bogus September 3rd, 2008 ruling, the landlords cashed my rent payments, thereby waiving all previous actions against me and accepting me as a tenant. So from the first action, the notice, to the last action where the landlords cashed my checks, cashed my rent payments, there was no eviction. From the first step to the last step, there was no eviction. So when Jersey Ctiy Medical Center says we're helping her through an eviction, they lied. They almost murdered me. Okay? So what else do you need to know? Let's look at Judge Fast, September 3rd, 2008 ruling. Okay, here's his ruling. And we're going to see this. Okay. So let me increase the magnification just a bit so everybody can see this. All righty. This is Judge Fast. And this is his September 3rd, 2008 ruling. And this is Lawrence Sindoni. Yep, Lawrence Sindoni is Northeast New Jersey Legal Services or Legal Aid. He knew all of this. This is Ralph and Magda Pagnozzi. This is the frivolous eviction number 4. And he's writing, this is Judge Nino Falcone. He's municipal court judge. This is the bogus ruling that Judge Fast comes up with, okay? So I'm going to scroll down, and he says, and this in conjunction with other evidence will show that what Judge Fast did is illegal and he's corrupt. Now, here's what Judge Fast says. I should just read it and then I'll explain it a little bit. My decision is as follows. Whoops. I'm sorry, wait. Let me just, here we go. Let me put this aside here. I'm going to read it and then explain it in plain English. The basis for this summary action for possession, according to the complaint, is that tenant has failed to execute and return a lease agreement for the premises at 278 3rd Street, Jersey Ctiy, New Jersey, effective January 1st, 2008. The rest doesn't matter. The building has 4 apartments, is not rent control, is not owner occupied. Who cares? Okay, this is the important point. A notice of rent increase dated October 29, 2007 was served on the defendant, that would be me, together with the proposed lease, intended to have been effective on January 1, 2008. The complaint was filed on March 5, 2008. The notice terminating the lease and demanding possession was dated January 28, 2008. This notice, this January 28, 2008 notice is illegal because it was given in violation of a no contact order. Okay? So, here we are. The January 28 notice is illegal. Does Judge Fast know about this? Of course he does. It was discussed at trial. In fact, I was on the witness stand when I said to Nino Falcone, the notice is illegal. It was given in violation of a criminal court judge's no contact order. So, oh, by the way, when I go in front of Judge Fast, so Judge Fast rules against me on September 3rd, 2008. He comes up with this ridiculous ruling. I can go through the details of how stupid it is. But it doesn't matter. I don't have to bore you with those details right now because on Thursday, September 25th, 2008, the landlords cashed my rent payments. And it was more than just one. It was about 5 of them, right? So there's no eviction after I'm still living in the apartment. They cashed my rent payments. They waived all previous action against me. And when I go into court on Thursday the 25th, and I'm standing in front of Judge Fast, here's the stupidity that Judge Fast came up with that shows irrefutably that the man is corrupt. And here's what he says. Lydia, I'm going to withdraw my judgment against you. Let the landlords cash your checks, and then I'm going to reinstate this judgment. Have you ever heard of anything so stupid in your life? We'll get to more of that later. But the bottom line is, oh, and I can show you some other things that Judge Fast did that shows that he's corrupt. And are we managing towards a conclusion here that Judge Fast takes bribes? Yeah, that's what we're managing towards. But the bottom line is the January 28th notice was illegal. Tracy McQuaide at the Hudson County Prosecutor's Office in January, February, and March of 2008. I'm begging this woman. Tracy McQuaide enforced the no contact order, okay? And Tracy McQuaide is repeating the lies that my medical school put in her mouth. And like Miss McQuaide, call up my medical school. Get my educational records. This is happening in 2008. 2 years ago in 2006, my medical school went into federal court and lied about me. They claimed I failed all my classes as a first-year medical student except for Todd Olson's anatomy class. They have a retaliatory motive. If you simply call up the school, throw your weight around because you are a prosecutor, and say, I want to see Miss Radin's educational records so I can see how she lied, I never would have been physically assaulted and almost murdered in September, just months later. When I'm in court in January 18th of 2008, who's the prosecutor who's sitting in the courtroom with me? Debbie Simon from the Hudson County Prosecutor's Office. And after I was physically assaulted and almost murdered on September 30th, 2008, because Judge Falcone and my landlords acted on their threats by having me physically assaulted at Jersey Ctiy Medical Center, after that, Debbie Simon said she would do an investigation. And the first step in that investigation was for Debbie Simon to request my medical records from Jersey Ctiy Medical Center. 2008, 2009, 2010, 2011, 2012, almost 5 years have gone by, and Debbie Simon never even took the first step of requesting my medical records from Jersey Ctiy Medical Center, because Debbie Simon is not a prosecutor. Debbie Simon is a co-conspirator. This video is going to be placed on the internet, and I'm presenting these facts to the Hudson County freeholders tomorrow. The Hudson County freeholders can do an independent investigation. They can issue subpoenas, and I have released my medical records to the Hudson County freeholders so they can look at my medical records, and they will see reflected in my medical records is a statement, October 1st, 2008, she's being evicted today. No, I'm not. There was no eviction. These people almost murdered me. It's not rocket science. Oh, I should also say that during summer of 2008, me and Mike Tyberg went to the Manhattan District Attorney's Office. This is Robert Morgenthal's District Attorney's Office in Manhattan, and we told them about federal student loan fraud and had ADA Assistant District Attorney Jonathan Lenzer done his job in summer of 2008, I never would have been physically assaulted and almost murdered in September of 2008. What else do you need to know? Oh, the other stupidity, yeah. When I'm being held as a prisoner here and almost murdered at Jersey Ctiy Medical Center, dishonest psychiatrist Vladimir Jelnov is making up lies. And one of the lies that he says is, oh, there's something wrong with Miss Radin. She thinks that there's contact between her landlords in Jersey, where this is playing out in landlord-tenant court, and her medical school in New York. Yeah, there is, because way before this happened in 2007, way before this in February of 2007, I explained all of this to Ralph Pagnosi, so he knew. And Judge Falcone contacted Asaf Rosenheim. And the papers that Judge Falcone submitted before this in frivolous eviction number 2 demonstrate that Asaf Rosenheim had been in contact with my medical school. And ultimately, there was a phone call that can be traced that also demonstrates contact. But in 2007, long before this letter showed up, way in the beginning of 2007, I explained all of this to my landlord. He was fully aware, and there was contact between my landlord-tenant case in New Jersey and my federal cases in New York. So when down here in 2008, when dishonest Russian psychiatrist Vladimir Jelnov is making up stories, it's because he doesn't know the facts and he's being fed a bunch of false information by the Russian Jewish community, notably Marlene Abramova. Okay, so that's the big picture. There you go.